There we go. There will be a breakout. Sorry, an embargo session part of this. Pete with the first two, then we go to Pete.
Okay. Jurgen, on Saturday you told your players that the title race wasn't over. Are you still of that mind now on Monday?
Did I? Where do you know that from?
Huh?
Where do you know from that what I've told my players?
Well, I read it, but you know, I'm careful of the company that we're keeping.
So I think there was I'm not sure I said that, to be honest, because I think it is obvious. So I barely say the obvious things. So it's clear that it's not whatever happened, because we both have 3 games to play, and my concern is actually how can we win our games, and then we have absolutely no hand in how City will play their games. But before they are played, I think we should not add on points. We don't do that, and I'm pretty sure City's not doing that. So, and as far as not reachable anymore, why should we stop believing? And that's what we do.
On Tuesday at Villa, obviously you face Steven Gerrard, and Magni you know very well. If he does well at Villa, which obviously it's in his DNA to do well, do you think you face your possible successor?
Yeah, but my possible successor, yes. Yeah, of course it's possible that Stevie will be manager one day. Yeah.
Could you see that happening in reality, though?
I have no idea. That's not my decision to make, and it's about other parties and Stevie as well. So, but I think it's possible. That's it.
Vinny, this guy.
Jurgen, can I ask you about the quotes from Pep, what you made of them when he said everyone in this country supports Liverpool, the media and everyone. Liverpool have an incredible history in European competitions, not in Premier Leagues because they've won 1 in 30 years, but I don't care. They have more support around the world, and in England more support Liverpool than us. Does it feel like that to yourself?
I don't know. I live in Liverpool, so yes, here a lot of people want us to win the league. That's true, but even here it's probably only 50%. Just the other guys people were involved in another fight, at least until yesterday, and yeah, look, we are as manager, and I had this experience not only recently. After a game, we are obviously. How can I say that? It's so we are massively influenced by the game, by the situation, stuff like this. So I said, would I say it again? No. But I said after the game, they play like they play, and are still only 5th. So, and it felt good in that moment, but anyway, wrong. So, but it was just my feeling in that moment. So, and I couldn't respect Antonio more and what he's doing, and my God, how he organized teams and all these kind of things. Yes, but after a game like this, so now I don't know exactly in which situation Pep was when he then. After getting knocked out of the Champions League, that's obviously already difficult enough to take. But then, of course, Liverpool made it to the final. Then you have these kind of things. Yeah, but they played Villarreal and we played Real and all these kind of things. And then you say what you say. And he's right. On top of that, I was right with 5th place and Tottenham still. And he was right. We won the Premier League only once. I have no idea if the whole country is supporting us. That I don't know that. It's not the feeling I get actually when we go to other places and play there. It's actually the opposite. But yeah, maybe he knows more about that than me.
How difficult again is team selection this week? Because obviously I'd imagine it'd be difficult to name the same starting 11 once again after playing Saturday evening. You then play Tuesday and you've got a cup final to go. So what difficult decisions are facing you this week in terms of making sure that your squad is as fresh as possible for each game?
Yeah, and win them all.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a challenge, to be honest. But very often the decisions get easier with all the information I get from the medical department, because then I don't have to choose between all of them. I have only a few, so we will. That's not in this short periods between the games. I didn't get all information yet, or not the final information. So when I leave here, I will go to the medical department and collect some more, and then we will see that. But yeah, it's difficult, it's challenging. So that's it. Bobby's in full. So Bobby now trained before the last game. He trained then 2 days, but we don't train a lot, so he always has to do more. That's what he's still doing. So decision for tomorrow. He gets closer and closer and closer, and hopefully he can be involved.
Jurgen, after the game on Saturday, you said you weren't happy, but the players, but not as sad as the players were.
Yeah.
Straight away, obviously raw emotion and everything else. So how are they now?
Better. Look, it's very easy. It's very easy to describe our situation. And obviously different perspectives. So we can take it exactly like it was, and we say just we drew, they won. Makes it 3 points, and the goal difference changed obviously as well. Or you see it like this, that we were 6 points behind, and they lost, and we won. And the rest is exactly the same. And we would be flying. We couldn't wait until we could play Aston Villa and try to bring in the next 3 and all this kind of thing. So as human beings, it's really cool. We can decide by ourselves how we see it. There are some facts, but we are allowed to ignore them. So, and then I tried to create, try to help the boys to see it like me, and we'll invite everybody else as well. So let's just guess or assume that we won the last game and they lost. So, and now we go to Aston Villa. That doesn't make the Aston Villa game a little bit easier, not at all. It just gives you a nicer perspective, and that's what I think is important as well.
BBC Message.
Do you want another question? That's right. You know each other much longer than we know each other. So yeah.
Just a very quick, because you said maybe it's difficult to get people to think that way. So has it been difficult to get?
Oh no, we are not that often together. That's actually that's not. I didn't think exactly that directly after the game, to be honest. But it's anyway. Possible. So no, we have enough. But now, what's time? It's not morning anymore for everybody, but it's 1 o'clock, and we play 8 o'clock tomorrow. 8 o'clock, I think, tomorrow night. Enough time to create a common view, and that's what we'll try.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hi.
How much of a positive would you say it is to have a game so soon after the draw against Spurs, especially even though it's a busy spell? Is it a positive to be able to get? I
would be happy to play tomorrow. Wednesday would be great, but no, all fine. It's like it is, no problem anymore. We would not be used to it now, then something would be really wrong. But for different reasons, it would be great. But having a game again is cool, but if we would play on Saturday, nothing would change. So that's it. It's not that we have to overcome something. It really. And by the way, after in the press conference, said don't behave like on a funeral. I didn't mean my players. I meant the press room. Because I was like it's not. Can we really talk to him? Can we ask this question? Can we ask that question? That's a normal result. Was always possible, and especially against Tottenham, was not really far away. And if I really prefer to draw in a game like this, because we have still games to play, and playing a pretty good game against an incredibly well-organized team. We're not perfect, but I don't think it's possible to be perfect against these kind of teams on the time of the season where we are now. So I really like the game. If we would have won 1-0, great, but would have played really bad, lucky, stuff like this, everybody would be happiest because 1 point behind City. But I have no idea what I can tell the boys, because then you have to change everything for the next game. So we have to keep going. That doesn't make it more likely, but it's better to work with, to be 100% honest. And that's why the perfect situation, but we would now be 9 points plus 20 goals on the other side. But that's really not possible. And so it's like it is. Let's go from here.
And you branded your players the mentality monsters throughout your reign as well. Is tomorrow almost 1 point? I know, just looking ahead to Saturday as well, just in terms of going into a cup final off the back of a positive result as well.
Whatever happens tomorrow night, if we win, it would be helpful mood-wise. If not, we have 4 days to create a mood. Until the cup final. It's a cup final. It's a one-off now. So that's in an idle world, you win all the games, and you are always in a great mood. In a not so idle world, like unfortunately where we're living in, it's a lot of times we have to respond. You have to do it as well on setbacks, these kind of things, and that's what we have to do. But I'm not thinking about a setback now. But so, yes, in our situation, the only chance to win things is to win all our football games, and that's a tough task with this schedule. And but we still give it a try by taking one by one, and not now thinking already about the cup final.
Carl, I think that's it for the open part.
Carl, it's really confusing.
I thought
There,
it'd be
here,
more polite,
camera,
maybe.
no camera.
Yeah, more polite, maybe not to shout this time.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
think of it. Just wondering whether you speak to the players about spreading this positivity, or does the dressing room look after itself in circumstances like this?
Dressing rooms in general look after themselves, but I don't want to give it a chance, so I will tell them. Anyway, yeah.
I know you've got a lot of big characters in there. Who would be the players you would look to spread that message for you?
Oh no, it's not like a milk thing. It's no, I do it. I tell everybody so then I know it. I can be sure that everybody knows it. So it's not something for the players' committee or whatever. And I speak to them and say, "Come on, boys, get out there and spread the good news." No, I know it's difficult. That's all clear. But as I said, we are really allowed. We are not allowed a lot, but we are allowed to have our own views, and let's see.
Anything else from the open bit? We'll go to the embargo section now. Great, okay, we'll go to the embargo. I'll take 3 or 4, because we're doing the most daily press conference at the moment.